And we are live. What's good, everybody? How's that sound on you guys? Can you guys hear me pretty good out there? Let's check the chat here, guys. Look, I'm not playing with the big mic tonight. I've already decided I'm not playing with the big mic tonight. It's a little bit too much, man. I kind of want to be able to use my hands tonight, guys. So do me a favor, a little something in the chat if you can hear me. I just want you to be able to hear me, okay? I'm done with the headphones. I'm going with in-ear wireless monitors. Like, I've made a bunch of crazy decisions tonight. I'm telling you right now. Sounds okay. That's all I'm asking, and I'll show you why. Because in a little bit, you guys, we're going to get up and we're gonna wander around. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna do some stuff, and I'm gonna get some stuff from back here. And with the mic up there, look, I've got room for activities. You know what I'm saying? I'm back here doing all kinds of fun things that you guys don't get to see. You know, like, eventually we're gonna actually sit down, you guys. Here, watch. We're gonna sit down one of these days, and we're gonna have like a Friday night where it's not so weird, but it's gonna get a little bit weird, okay? Because we're gonna like play the piano and stuff. It's gonna be interesting, you know. We're gonna have a good time. We can maybe kick up the drums. You never know. You never know what we're gonna do one night. There's no telling with me. But what's cool, like I said, is that I can actually get a chance to talk to you guys from over here. And I'm still talking to you. So when I get up and demonstrate things, it won't... Oh, I just turned it off and turned it back on again. Ah! That's why you don't play with stuff like this when you're hanging out. Alright, that should shut it off. Alright. Yeah, so like I said, what have you guys been doing, man? I missed you guys last week. I had a really rough... well, I didn't really. I had a 4-hour stream earlier in the day. Look at Mark. I know you play guitar, man. Listen, Mark, here, to be honest with you, Mark. All right, here, I'm going to be honest with you, Mark. Hold on. I don't really play any instrument well, but I play them well enough. There. I guess I could say that. If I'm going to make a claim, I wouldn't say, I play guitar, I play keyboard, I play drums, I play this, I play that. I don't really play anything. I play around with stuff. I like to make, I like to make noise. I guess you could say I like to make noise. All right, guys, so that brings us into the big topic of tonight. Tonight's big topic, as you guys saw from the thumbnail, that's a pretty neat place, huh? Pretty neat place. I decided I'm going to take you guys on a little trip, and we'll talk about why moving water is so important. Why, when it gets hot, and I mean hot, right now we are feeling what I like to call summer. And every year right about this time, we complain about it being hot. So as we sit around and we discuss, what are you throwing, how, what are you thinking, where are you going, where are you headed out to? What I will say that right now, if you really want to find fish, look for moving water. Moving water will 90% of the time be cooler, depending on what it's feeding from. It'll be actually cooler and have a higher oxygen content. You're going to notice that fish can actually move from place to place in the lake with a little bit of less effort. And that's kind of what they're looking for during these hotter months. They're not trying to get into areas that are stagnant, where the water's not really moving. It's just continuously rising in temperature, because as that rise in temperature, you have degradation of water, of oxygenation levels in the water. So that's something you really want to think about when you're out right now at this time of the year. I noticed a lot of guys, let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat. We got the Stream Element Spot, Mark, Kristen J. Let's start from the top there. There was Kristen J. We got Robert Sharp. We got SoFlow Outdoors, Alpha Beast. Hey, what's up, man? Mark Barnhart. Who else is in here? Mo Grady, Rod Slug, Robert Sharp. Guys, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. Really appreciate you guys' time, man. And like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about why it's so important to find moving water, and then we're going to get a little bit into what I'm throwing. Now, whether or not what I'm throwing is the right thing, I guess we could all discuss that as a group. So guys, without further ado, I didn't really cut a video for this fishing trip, and I'll tell you why I didn't cut a video. I really thought I had everything figured out this last week with my last fishing trip last weekend, and I guess I didn't have anything really figured out, to be perfectly honest with you. But isn't that always how it works out, though? You know, and the interesting thing is, I even premiered my new socks. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, there's something over at Heathen Squad that I just think is the coolest thing in the entire world, and now I'm like really dedicated to something I want trophy size. I want something with a trophy size for the next socks commercial. I'm really just gonna tell you guys, I'm looking for something trophy size. So when we're talking moving water, guys, moving water doesn't have to be a river. All right, moving water does not have to be a stream or a feed area. As important as those are, if you can find an area that feeds into your lake or into your river, turbulent water is really what we're looking at here. Turbulent water, that clashing of H2O molecules actually causes the hydrogen and the oxygen molecules to separate, and then therefore oxygenizing the water. The hydrogen releases in such small amounts because it's such a small trace element that it really doesn't cause an offset in the environment whatsoever, because it's a noxious gas. It's just a gas, you know. It's really not that big of a deal. Yes, I do have a degree in science, so if you really want to get technical, I can explain to you how the atoms split. We're not going to do that. Let's see what we got here. Moving water is cooler. Yeah, Alpha Beast, you're right. Moving water is a lot cooler. Another thing you're going to notice, like I said, it's an oxygenation thing. And you're also going to notice that down here in the south right now, we've got a lot of water that flows because of the afternoon rains. Depending on how heavy those rains come in, the thing that you have to worry about is your water actually, what some people refer to as flipping. It just literally washes everything from the bottom right up. It takes the most beautiful clear water and just turns it into shit because there's just so much going on. And at that point, it's just crapshoot when you're fishing down south. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not easy right after a rain or right before a rain. Now, we've talked about that before. Remember, we're north of that Vero Beach line where everything south of Vero turns into post-spawn, and everything north of Vero up to where I am turns into pre-spawn. Now, I don't know if that flips again or how it goes vice versa, but I do know that that's a very, very, very important thing to look at when you're fishing in these lakes out here. Hold on, you guys. We get some more tunes. Yeah, Skrilla nailed it. If you are rocking the Heathen Squad socks, though, seriously, there's a 30% increase in your fish size. And I mean, now that's not typical, but it happens. Just so we're all clear on that. Yeah, see, Skrilla's been out grinding, need the numbers. You do need the numbers, man. You know, that's one of the things you do when you're talking fishing numbers, Rod, because right now, like I said, guys, we're going to do something kind of cool. I didn't really cut a video for this last video, so I guess I'll just do it like this. I don't really know how. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and just talk about baits and stuff like that. Let's talk about water. Let's talk about moving water. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, you guys ready? All right, so one thing that I figured out is when you're fishing the rivers, you want to be on the downside of the river, just so we're all clear on that. And I decided to do some really high speed stuff, right? Oh, we buffering? Something's going on. Oh, looks like we're buffering. All right, now we're back. All right, we'll do this again. No, it looks like everything's fine. I don't know what. Okay. All right, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something totally different. That's really weird. As soon as I hit that, it went straight to buffering, and I think I know why. I think I'm going to have to redo that. That's 4K raw, So more than likely, trying to push the 4K raw feed into YouTube is a big no-no. Big no-no. Don't do that. So I'll have to tone that down in the editing software. But I was going to show you guys around on a fishing trip from the drone. That sucks, man. I wish I could have been able to do that, but I couldn't. So what we'll do anyway is we will get into some baits, guys. Things to attack moving water with. Like I said, I wish I could have shown you what we were dealing with there on the drone. I really kind of had that in my plan tonight, but I didn't have a plan on when I was going to actually cut that down. I forgot it was in 4K, so that's an instant buffer from YouTube for sure. Now, the thing to remember when you're fishing these areas, guys, see me all leaning in for the mic? The thing to remember, I don't have the mic. Oh, I do. It's right over there, but I'm not pulling it out. It's just too much of a pain in the ass right now because I'm going to be getting up and stuff, and I keep having to move it and move it back. It's just not good. Yeah, oh, I've got drone footage, Alpha. Yeah, no, I was going to play the drone footage. I'll tell you what, I'll run the drone footage next week, and we'll have like a conversation about, you know, fishing while the drone's flying around fishing. You know what I mean? Like, that'll be good. Go with plan B, everyone. Plan B. Yeah, so we're doing it live. No, it's funny. We've been on this whole big mic, anti-big mic rebellion now for a minute. If I could show you guys, watch this. I'm gonna show you guys something funny. So this thing, I don't know if you can see it because I can't even show you guys, but you see it casts a big shadow, right? So up here, there's another mic up there, and I sound like I'm on the other side of the house and stuff. I don't know. It's not powered or anything like that, and Buddy's been getting it. We've been doing a lot of research on mics and stuff like that, only because I want to be able to be hands-free, and the next thing is my wireless. I'm going wireless. I'm in-ear, no more big headphone look. I like them. They sound quality is off the hook, but I definitely want to, hey Gary, what's going on, buddy? I do want to nix this because I like being mobile. And then the next thing is, guys, you guys want to see something cool real quick before we go back into fishing? Hold on, we're gonna do something cool. I'm gonna show you guys something. All right, guys, this is a Ronin SC. I don't know what that was. Oh, my beard. Oh, this is a Ronin SC. It's a gimbal. It has DJI active track technology, which is kind of interesting because when I program in a target, when I put my camera on here and I program in a target, this thing will actually follow me around. It will literally follow me around. So my plan for next Tuesday's show is that I'm gonna take this thing maybe outside and fire up the pool light, because that's on my schedule for maybe not this weekend, but maybe next week. I'm gonna put a new pool light in, because for some reason my pool light's out. Seems like every year, I guess, but I've never actually had it on, so that's kind of crazy. But anyway, and we're gonna take the Ronin out and set it up to active track me, and we're gonna throw some stuff in the pool, and you guys will get to see the baits coming through the pool as we're having a conversation. Now, I'll be on one side of the pool, the camera will kind of be in the middle of the pool, but it'll watch me as I walk around. You guys, it'll track me. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. Uh-oh, somebody's been at war with skunks. Yeah, that sucks, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna be replacing that, and I'm gonna be using this thing. So once it hits my face, if I stand up, it's gonna stand up with me, it's gonna follow me, it's gonna zoom in on me, it's gonna do everything that it has to do. So this thing's pretty cool. Like I said, just another toy that I've gotta incorporate somehow into this whole adventure. Yeah, so I was gonna tell you guys about that whole adventure. I really wish I'd have put that on brought it down from 4K. What's up, Off the Hook? What are you doing, bud? Oh man, they sprayed your dog rod. That's the worst day ever. Okay guys, so again, moving water choices. We're gonna attack the column. We're gonna attack every part of the column. So we'll start from the top down, guys. Now what are we talking about? We're talking about attacking the top. We're talking about big top water plugs. 1/2 ounce, this is a 4-inch Devil's Horse. You guys know about that. That's always on my list of things to throw when I'm out there. But to give you guys an idea, remember last time we had the tackle talk, we did the unboxing and stuff like that. The spook came out, and I was thinking to myself, you know, it's been a while since I've thrown a spook or anything like that. But this is one of those times a year when the spook is definitely going to be important. Now, I'm not going to throw this later on in the afternoon as the water surface temperatures rise. They get a little bit too hot, and that's pretty much the end of it. But I will throw this thing early in the morning, and you're gonna see that on this video once I put this thing down into real into YouTube able speed, because right now it's running 4K and YouTube's just, it's not able to run 4K. I can't stream in 4K, it's just no way. But things like this spook, guys, these big top water spooks like this, just, you know, something to kind of make that that's really important, especially in moving water early in the morning while the surface temperature water is not as hot as it is during the day, but as it's the first part of the water that begins to warm, because we need to remember that fish are very water temperamental. I mean, Doug Hannon said it 100 times. They are very, 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 very water temperature, you know, compliant, so to speak. When it's hot, they're moving. When it's cold, they're not, you know, but they will quest for the warmer waters. They will quest for the cooler waters. But I'm going to start my attack on the top. As you guys know, I try to work the column down. That'll be my top water attack. My next move, I'm thinking I'm going to go with something like maybe in the 3 to 5 foot. But I'm going to increase my size a little bit. And what I mean by that is I'm talking square bills. Square bills is my next attack if I can get into an area that I'm able to do that. Now, all this depends, guys, on where you're fishing. Because if you're fishing in an area that's like Drilla all the way up to the top, like foot and a half, don't even bother throwing this because it's not coming back. This will give you guys an idea of what I'm thinking about throwing in an area like that. Yes, guys, this is a crankbait. This is a 4.5. Ow, it's a finger. Ow, it's in my shirt. This is a 4.5. This is a big boy, guys, okay? Just so you know, this is a big boy. And you talk about a waggle. This thing has got a waggle to it, guys. A big waggle. Now, that'll keep me in my 3 to 5 foot depths. I think that's very important to remember that when you're using your column, guys, you got your top water, you got your, you know, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and, you know, sometimes your 3 to 5 is your max because you're only in 5 foot, 4 foot of water. So one of the other things I'm going to do is I always come out with the silver rattle trap, some kind of silver rattle trap, just something that I can bring back really, really fast. Right now we're in shiner season. Anything in the golds, the silvers, definitely silvers, definitely silvers, definitely silvers. Show the plug again, Skrilla. Yeah, Skrilla, this is actually called a Devil's Horse. It's a double prop bait. Actual balsa wood, old school. I forget the company that makes this, but I mean, if you search Devil's Horse, this is the one. Like, it only comes up with this one and a couple of different shades. But if you really want to find an interesting plug, that one will be hurting it. Now, as the water temperature starts to increase, the fish are still going to be moving, and that's where I'm going to come in with chatterbaits and things like that, guys. But I finally did it. I finally broke down and got me some of the big mag 6-inch vibe speed worms. I finally did it, and I'm throwing that on a 16th ounce tungsten with the bead and a 5/0 EWG hook. I'm going to move that thing pretty quick. The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is Although you see I'm throwing quite a big bunch of stuff right there, I do tend to spend a lot of time in the finesse game come around the end of July, beginning of August. And when I mean finesse game, I'm not really talking about finesse like I'm starting to work a bottom worm, although that's my year round. So don't think for a second that I'm not going to throw that, okay? Hold on. Don't think for a second I'm not going to throw that. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to do a few different techniques when it comes to my finesse game. And I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Hold on, I'll show you. Before we do that, don't forget, I'm always throwing, every time in the box, guys, the Gandrel and one of the Gandrel Juniors, always in the box. It goes with me every single time. And I always bring the heavy rig, because I can tell you, if I can start finding fish that are of this size or a little bit bigger and I'm catching those dinks, I'm throwing this, because there's something in there eating those things for sure. The next thing that I will tell you guys that I will start throwing when I start talking about finesse isn't what you guys are thinking when I say finesse. Oh, I thought I had one in here. I am getting bad about this, guys. I really am. All right, well, hold on, because you guys can take a trip with me. We're gonna go into the small tackle box. You guys, okay, so y'all laugh. Y'all laugh about my tackle box. I get picked on about the tackle box quite a bit, actually. That's all right. That's all right. When I need it, I got it. Y'all might not. Look at this thing. It's just slap full of crap right here. This thing's got, well, it doesn't have everything in it, but it's got everything I need for a fishing trip, you know? All right, let me see something here. You know what? I would need light in order to see in this thing, unfortunately, because at this point, there's no telling where anything is. I can't see a damn thing. That's all right. Whatever, we're doing it live. Here we go. I knew I had him in here. All right, woohoo! Finally. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. All right, now I gotta get something else out of this thing. All right, guys, bear with me. It's just terrible, piss poor presentation tonight. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry, that's not it. There it is. All right. This is another thing I'm gonna be doing right around this time of the year, guys. Walleyes like the silver traps. Yeah, crankbait and worm. All right, all right. Devil's horse is a great bait. Healing up from an arm surgery, bro. Goodness, off the hook had an arm surgery. All right, guys. So, another technique that I really like fishing when it gets warmer this time of year. Maybe not as orthodox as some of you guys will go, but I try to stay a little bit different than what other people are doing. Sometimes I have a lot of success, and sometimes I don't catch anything. But I mean, such is life, right? Hold on. All right, guys, Pro Bullets, 3/16 of an ounce, 4/0 hook. Keel weight and head weight. This is a swim jig hook. Okay, got a nice keeper right here on the bent side. We're looking at what, 3/16 of an ounce, so just under 1/4 of an ounce. And I'll show you what I'm gonna pair that with, guys. I'm gonna pair it with something like this. This is a big piece of plastic, okay? Regardless of how you feel about throwing big swimmers, 6-inch swimmers and above, if thrown correctly, if retrieved correctly, these things will get you hooked up, guys. I got a video on the channel called First Cast. Here, we'll watch it, as a matter of fact. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I talk to you guys about these big swimmers. Now, this is an unweighted version. All of these are neutral buoyant. These are the Z-Mans again. So let me see here. My channel. And we'll go ahead and go to videos. Oh yeah, no, hold on. Where is First Cast? Wow, so I hit a bunch of my videos on accident. I don't know how I did it, but hold on, you guys. I gotta go back old school style through my content to find this for you guys. All right, here we go. Yikes. All right, guys. You guys ready for this? We're doing it like this. All right, for those of you guys that haven't seen this, this was a good time right here. That's what I'm throwing right there, guys. That's this thing right here, just so we're all on the same page. Right there. Watch how slow I am about this. Pull. That's it. And then I stop, and I sit, and I stop. And I sit and I get one pull. You guys, you see it's right here, you guys, to give you an idea. It's right there. I'm trying to get out of the way of the camera. Oh, first cast. Oh, come on up here, big boy. Come on up here, big boy. Come on. Yeah. It's not a little one either, thank goodness for Chef Boyardee. But it is a Dorito fish. He's First missing cat. A lot of belly. Big mouth. Right, big guy. Ready for this. There you go. There you go. Ready? I'm gonna give you a second, man. That was a lot of work, but I get it. Ready? Beautiful. Yeah, so that was pretty neat, huh? What do you guys think of that? That was pretty cool. I like stuff like that. But to give you an idea, okay, so that was this setup right here, guys. Now, whether or not you go with the weightless, which is basically just this thing sitting on the top of the water doing what you just saw me do right there, or if you go ahead and put on something like a keel weighted hook, I advise using the Z-Man keel weighted hooks if you're going to go with a fixed head, because this thing's got a real nice swim head to it, real nice shape. The hook keeper will keep your plastic on very, very well. It'll keep it from ripping. It'll give it the ability to be, you know, Elastec like it is, and it'll keep your bait working longer. I can tell you that right now. It will increase the longevity of the bait. So all in all, guys, I'm looking for things that are swimming. I'm looking for things that are moving, that are kicking, that are causing some kind of disturbance in the water that's going to cause those, you know, those moments of brief trigger, you know, that spasm that the bass has, that lashing out. So that's really important. Can't get too close to the water bank fishing in Florida. That sucks. Yeah, you saw that, right, Rod? Like, that's how you're, like, kind of off like that. Like, you better be 10, 12 feet off for sure. That particular place I'm fishing right there, you got about 2 foot where it's maybe a foot and a half deep, and then after 2 foot it goes down like 6.5, 7 foot right there. So it's a little scary. I've actually stepped off there before. It's scary. Sorry guys, I forgot which mic I had on. But yeah, big swimmers, guys, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Right now, the Gambler Big Easy, that's another one. Absolutely fantastic. That thing slays. For those of you guys that fish that. Again, none of this stuff matters unless you can find moving water. If you're in that stale, stagnant water that's just, there's no movement, there's no flow, you do need some wind. You're going to need something moving that water unless you're in a river or something. And then if you're in a river system, you really want to look more towards the turbulent water. You want to look for those areas where different water systems are meeting if you're in the river, or off a shoal, or off a break, or off a point like what you guys saw on the thumbnail there. Again, wish I could show you guys the drone video on this, because there was some really cool aerial footage, and I really can't talk about it other than that. I don't want to ruin the surprise for you guys. Yeah, I just closed up my hooks with a stapler again, just like the packaging. I know it's kind of weird. It's not my fault, guys. It's just something I do. But yeah, guys, realistically, that's kind of what we're involved in right now. Let me move this chat here, guys. Let me put this up on my phone so I can see you guys. Sorry, I haven't been neglecting it. It's just my phone shut off, because once this thing went live, it was over. All right. Well, that's interesting. Okay, but we are live. I don't even know what to tell you. If it isn't one thing, it's another. So how's fishing been for you guys? Scott, hey, what's up, Scott? What have you been doing? Scott's in here, Rod's in here. Where are you guys fishing this weekend? I'm really hoping to go fishing this weekend. I can't lie to you. I'm really hoping to go fishing this weekend. Yeah, I'm going crazy because I can't go. Well, it's not that I can't. I just haven't been. I haven't had a successful day of fishing. Let's just talk about it like that. It's been a little bit since I've had a decent fishing day, like as in having caught fish. It feels like it's been forever since the last time that I caught a fish, man. It's been driving me crazy. Has anybody been, Skrilla said he caught his first striper last night. That's crazy cool. I don't think I've ever caught a striper, bud. How big, Skrilla? Just, you said a schooler, so I mean, you're talking like, what's a schooler, like 18 to 20? Rod says he's not fishing again until August. Really, Rod? Why? Because it's a little warm for you, or it ain't warm enough? I mean, some people are talking about it's going to be record colds, but then it's the hottest summer in the history of the world. Heart cauterization Thursday. No fishing. Jesus, Scott, you're not fishing? Yikes. Yeah, but you'll be all right, man. It's not the first time somebody's had one of those. You got a little valve getting taken care of there. Oh, I didn't even notice that's got my little guy there, right where my face goes. Now I'm gonna have to move me. Hold on, I'm moving me. Wait a second. Let me move this. That's gonna drive me crazy. And bring me in there. And there you go. Ah, look at that. And I'm out of the way. So that's pretty cool. It's been hot in Michigan. Yeah, it has. It's been hot all over the country. You know, it's funny. When we build more and more concrete and more buildings and more asphalt, and we drive more and more cars, it seems to get hotter, yeah, in the cities. Right where it's supposed to be. You got it. Especially around what I like to call summer. Oh, Rod, is that what it is? And you camp so you don't need the license. I got you. That's a pretty brilliant idea. I don't. I keep my license up. I'm not going to lie to you. It's important. I fish some of the tournaments down here. They're already talking about another big bass coming through. Kind of chunk. Yeah, I read that earlier, Skrilla. Schooly, but kind of chunk. And do you eat them? Do you keep them? Or did you turn them loose, Skrilla? Because I don't know. I've never had redfish before. or a striper. I don't know. I don't eat fish, period. I know it sounds kind of weird. You go fishing all the time. You don't eat fish? No. No, no, no. No, I don't like the smell of it. I know it sounds crazy. I don't like the smell of fish. So I'm definitely... Oh, I went to the Mexican place. Definitely not going to eat it. I don't know, guys. Those are my choices, though. Those are the baits that I'm going to be throwing, hopefully, this weekend if I get a chance to go fishing. I really want to go fishing this weekend. I've been flying the drone on fishing trips now pretty regularly. Scott's caught 1,000 stripes bass. 35? Goodness. Release keepers are 28 to 36. Wow, look at that, Skrilla. That's a good sized fish, dude. That's a beast. What'd you catch it on, if you don't mind me asking? Was it on artificial or was it natural bait, bud? You caught that on a boat or caught that on shore or a bridge or what, man? That's important information. We need to know more, Skrilla. Good God, 56 inches. I don't even want to imagine. I don't even want to imagine. No, I do. Eventually, I'm going to get a chance. You guys know I got that nice fly set up. Mine was inshore off a dock. Wow, that would have been cool. And the other guy's in Long Island. Yeah, inshore off a dock. Dude, I bet that was a rush, huh? It's a pretty good sized fish for sitting on a dock. That would have probably got a little nerve-wracking. Just for a second. I'm sure I would have got nervous. If you guys want to find me, look over on F4A Social, man. F4A Social. I got a Fishing with Friends section over there, you guys. Stick your fishing pictures in over there. I don't ever get over there anymore and check Fishing with Friends. I check my personal one once in a while, but trying to get some of you guys over there. Skrilla, I think we're friends on there. I'm pretty sure, Mark, we are too. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, did you? Okay, I'll check it out then. I'll check it out. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been over there, man. I've been busy. I've been dealing with this mic thing, and then over the weekend I had to like clear out. My neighbor's been throwing like all this yard trash in like the corner of my property where I don't have my privacy fence, and I just realized it yesterday, or what was it, Saturday, when I went out there to mow. Oh, I was big pissed off. Big pissed off. It took me all of Saturday to get all the crap that he's been throwing over there. I'm talking like any kind of lawn debris, every palm tree frond. Although the palms fall from his yard too, he still throws them in my side because we have two palm trees that go like this. So his side's this palm and my side's this palm, and mine usually falls behind my privacy fence. But when it falls over here, he still throws it in my yard, but not over my privacy fence, in a little corner of my yard where my privacy fence isn't. So Lake Erie fall fishing is the bomb. Yeah, big lakes, man. You guys get big smallmouth up there. I need to take a trip. I need to do some fly fishing. I'm thinking it's going to be time here real shortly, guys. It really is. I'm going to have to take that adventure. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do peacock fishing this weekend, or should we go to Headwaters and double digit this bad boy up? What do you guys think? I'm taking a consensus here. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think we should do the big boy, the looking for the 10, you know, the one, you know, it's out there. We go looking for it all the time. I mean, it is the grind. You know, it's going to be the grind. I'm going to talk to Buddy about maybe doing like, I don't know, maybe we can do like a 5:30 in the morning and catch that morning bite and then bring that into like a 3 o'clock and call it. But then everybody's going to be coming out at 3 o'clock because, the sun's starting to go down. Or maybe we should make it, a noon trip or something, meet up around 1. But that's going to be the hottest part of the day. So then we're just going to be basically wasting a lot of time. I don't know. Winnipesaukee for your topography map. Yeah, I'm going to do that again, Skrilla. I've got a couple of lakes people have sent me that they want to check out. Yeah, Rod, it wouldn't be fair at Headwaters to go Shiner versus Lure, but it really wouldn't. You know, we've talked about doing, you know what? We might bring the cast net. We might bring the cast net. I'll talk to Buddy. I want to see Buddy. Buddy's been busy, man. He's got a lot of life stuff going on, and he just got that new mic, so he's been working with his mics. I've been working with my mics. I'm running wireless. There's a lavalier right here now. I think it's better. I don't know. This becomes the whole, like, so I know the sound quality of this thing is so much better because you can put it right here, but then the problem becomes if I start to move stuff and then I bump this thing, and then it's so much in the way. It is in the way. And unfortunately, I've got to figure out how I can step this thing up. I've got a few pieces and modification things ordered. We'll see. We'll see. We're working through it, guys. We're going to figure this whole thing out. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I think Rod's up there fishing smallies. Try perch. Yeah, there's big fish everywhere, man. I have not had any luck, guys. I'm serious. I don't even know if I remember how to fish. Like, I'm kind of at that point with it, where I don't even know if I'd know how to react. Everything's just all kinds of off. I've got a bunch of new baits I want to check out. Not really. I'm going to be throwing the same thing as I'm always throwing. I'm just going to bring some other stuff, and I probably won't use it, but that's just me, so you know how that goes. You guys know me. Rock bass, yeah, we get those down here. We call them warmouth alpha. That's what we call those. Alpha, are you new to the channel, or have you been? I don't know. I just now noticed you. You were on the hate today. I appreciate you stopping over there, man. We had a good time today. Some weird stuff came out on that channel today. I was like, I don't know if we might want to talk about this. Perch, pike, is that the same fish? I thought perch was a smaller version. I thought pike was the long cylindrical one. I don't know. We'll have to get like a fish page or something we can pull up, and we can all talk about our fish in our regions and stuff like that one day. Any of you guys in Alabama? Alabama and Virginia, you guys are starting to get Florida and Texas strain bass. They're talking about releasing Texas strain bass in headwaters too to breed with the Florida bass. So we could have some monsters in like 5 or 6 years. Mark fishes for pike. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alpha's rod. Oh, okay. That's funny. Pike and pickerel here. Yeah, we get some interesting fish down here in Florida, guys. I don't know. Like I said, guys, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna throw? Where are you going? What's your plan? I know one thing. I'm going to find me some moving water. I'm going to attack the column depending on the time of day. I'm going to try to get out there early in the morning. I'm going to try to get that morning bite firing off on the top water. This is my Saturday game plan. I plan on having the drone up from the takeoff. My drone can fly about 43 minutes. So I should be able to follow us to the first spot and then put the drone down while Buddy's getting ready to pull the motor up on the front, so that'll look all cool. We'll see if I can do that. I doubt it. No, I'm pretty good with the drone. I'm all right with it. I can fly around anytime I want to. I land them on the boat and stuff. I was gonna, like I said, you guys, you could have saw the whole thing, but I didn't downgrade it. So we got snakeheads down more towards. Use fish brain. I don't use fish brain, Skrilla. I don't. I use that Navionics. That's all I use. Fish brain, I worry, man, because I sometimes find myself catching fish in places where I don't know if I want everybody to know. Don't know if I wanted everybody to know where I'm fishing. That's not fair to me. No, I'm just kidding. If you find me, you'll see me. Buddy's ran into some folks that we know down in the south too, so that's been a little bit interesting, guys. But nonetheless, y'all, again, I appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been real. It's been fun. But before we go, I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate you guys hanging out. Moving water, remember, vegetation, moving water, oxygenation, temperature determines location of the water of where the fish are going to be. The most stable temperature water is toward the bottom, and it's in the deepest areas. So, got a 40-pound drum. Wow. That's crazy, Rod. Oh, can you, Skrilla? That's interesting. Like I said, guys, appreciate you hanging out, man. I hate to run. Do want to get it off here. I was on, like I said earlier today, for another long stream. This YouTube thing ain't easy, guys. Trust me. This is a tough one. But you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Next week, we're going to have some cool stuff. We're going to watch some drone video, and hopefully I've got another commercial cut, but it's going to require a trophy. So if there's another commercial cut, it'll be a trophy this time. I'm telling you right now, guys. But you guys, listen, thank you again for hanging out. It's been real. It's been fun. We'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.